an der Hannelore, von morgens bis abends Tag aus.
Berlin is the capital city of Germany and known to be one of the largest cities there. Jews have lived in Berlin since October 28, 1295, and prior to World War II, they lived a very comfortable life. They were involved in Jewish communities by observing their traditions, such as burying their dead ancestors, paying taxes, slaughtering animals in kosher methods, circumcision for their children, marrying their children off to other Jewish families, and bought kosher wine. Before the Nazi regime came into power, there were about 170,000 Jews. However, as time passed and conditions became more severe, some were murdered and few committed suicide. At the start of the war, in 1939, there were 82,000 Jews still remaining, which was half the amount that were previously there. Unfortunately, after the Holocaust, there were only 9,000 Jews left in Berlin. This illustration depicts how Father Joseph Gelbman and his wife Kaja Diamond met in farms in the Jutland. They were brought to the farms by their Hashgacha Zionist collective group in 1934. They were given a various amounts of agriculture training and gave birth to a daughter named Berth Gelbman on November 15, 1937 in Copenhagen, Denmark. This is a photo that was taken when I was 10. I'm at a family friend's farm in upstate New York. I was riding one of her horses and having lots of fun. My sisters and parents were also riding horses with me. In these pictures, it looks like I'm having a good time and almost as if I'm carefree. The pictures taken in the 1930s, they look like the men are using the horses for work, as I am using the horses for leisure. My family and I are very fortunate that we do not have to perform the hard labor that these men had to do to survive, and we thank God every day for giving us everything we need in our daily lives. This picture is of a little boy named Fritz Gluckstein. He is the son of Jewish father and Christian mother George and Hedwig Gluckstein. Fritz was born on January 24, 1927 in Berlin. They moved to 3 different locations and each was bombed. By 1944, Fritz's father did not want to leave Berlin because of his old age, and Fritz left and immigrated alone to the United States. Reformed Jews stayed and migrated to Berlin for economic and career purposes. As the influx of Eastern European Jews increased, the structure of the Jewish communities changed after emancipation in 1812. Reforms such as Sachs and Bernstein created the Reform Congregation in 1945. For 80 years, liberal and Orthodox Jews worked together collaboratively. They put aside their individual customs and beliefs for the sake of the Jewish community as a whole. As the Nazis became more powerful, the Jewish community increased its number and influence. In the photo taken in 2011, my younger sister Tali and I are skiing in Utah. We love to go skiing on President's Weekend because my birthday usually takes place around that time. Tali and I love to ski together because we are probably the slowest in our family, and we end up sticking together the whole way down the mountain. The photo taken in the 1930s is very interesting because the children are smiling. The children look like they are very happy and are having a lot of fun together. I feel a connection to the photo because I always have fun when I'm skiing or just with my little sister in general. My little sister is one of my best friends, and I am so lucky to have her in my life. I hope the boy in the picture had the chance to have a relationship like me and my sister do with someone in his life. Girls part of the first Prince-Regenten school are playing a circle game outside when Hitler came to power in 1935. The Jewish religious and cultural life changed drastically. Jewish children were mostly excluded from the public schools and were forced to attend private schools or schools run by the Jewish community. This photo is featuring a girl named Anita Plasht. She is the only child of Ludwig and Margaret Plasht. She was born September 17, 1927 in Berlin. Her father worked as a women's clothing manufacturer until they escaped to Holland in April 1938. And by September 18, 1938, immigrated to the United States. This photo took place at my big sister Shelley's birthday party when she was in 7th grade. We went to Dave & Buster's, which is an arcade in Manhattan. She invited her whole class of girls, and they are now 10th graders in Ramaz. I learned a great deal from this project. One of the most important facts that I've learned was the exclusion and discrimination of Jewish children in public schools. I think this affected me because shortly after that law was passed, the Jews were forced to immigrate, and these children cannot succeed in a new country without money or proper education. Due to the deteriorating working conditions, Jewish employees were under a serious economic pressure. This led to a wave of suicide as a response to working conditions. This forced Berlin to provide new jobs, legal counseling, and housing advice to the Jewish community.